Hello everyone, welcome back to Stardew Diaries. Um, my apologies today if I'm going to be a little bit venti or ranty, I don't know. Um, anyways, let's get sorted out what we need to do for today. Since I really think we should start upgrading our pickaxe. It costs about 5,000 gold. Um, and I think we should really do that. And I'm not words. I'm not sure if he's closed on. Oh, he's open on Wednesdays. So we need some corals as well. I need a fish placed on that pond. Since I don't have any corals anyway, um, let's just go get some fish. Hey, come back here. Let's put that in, and put that in. That should be good enough for, like, 3... Oh, that pond is full. So, let's start with some corals. Well, I'll upgrade my pickaxe to copper. So, whenever we go to the mines, it's not super terrible. Since we gotta work on getting our fish smoker thing. I'm just setting everything up before the eventual rant. Well, it's not gonna be too much, like, too bad. I just want to talk about some stuff. I'm not very lucky today, but I think that's a good thing. So we get more sea jellies. We don't necessarily need to fish in the ocean, but we really want seaweeds. I'm gonna keep this because, I'd like to sell it to Pierre. Oh, never mind, they're closed. Freaking Pierre closed on Wednesdays. I can't. I'm not. I wanted to buy some, trout soup. That's always good. Anyways, alright, let's talk about the elephant in the room today. So I just received some news in the office that I'm not sure if I should say this, but a promotion might be in the horizon for me. It's because I'm doing very good at, if I say so myself, I I'm doing good with my work so far, and it's being recognized by some people. Now there's a little bit of drama involved in this because we Filipinos, I'm not sure if you guys know the term, but there's a little bit of crab bucket mentality. Like, I'll be honest, like, I'm just going to share my stuff. Like, it's my first year. Well, I haven't even, like, gotten a first year in the office today. So far. And I'm being recognized by a lot of different people, but it's mostly the foreigners. It's the foreigners that are noticing my effort, not the Filipinos. And I'm pretty new, still, like, less than a year, and it's just a bit weird. I think I'm getting glances at people that, like, oh, like, it's like, I don't know. It's just I have a different mindset and stuff. Anyways, ooh, it's just 2,000. I thought it was 5,000 for some reason. Anyways, now we can definitely buy the fish trout. But as I was saying, promotion might be in the horizon, and it's not a leadership position, but it might lead into it at some point. So my concern is, whenever there's something like that, I always get very, very nervous because I could have upgraded the fish pond. Dang it. I have 3 corals now, but whatever. A promotion might be on the horizon because, and it might be, or it could eventually lead into a leadership position. And I'm pretty confident with my work. I'm pretty confident with what I do. It's just I get triggered so much because I don't think I'm a very good leader. One of the reasons I don't think I can fish that. Why is it there? Um, One of the reasons why why I started this series is to overcome my anxiety and my feelings of other people. And this is definitely helping. And being able to put myself out there, I feel like I've become a lot more confident, a lot more open. I'm, interacting with people a little bit more. I think this is definitely helping. And getting rid of that feeling, and I feel like I'm finally moving on um, from who I was before. Just to let you guys know, I actually am recording a different series now. Something else. Another game that I love playing, or I used to play using my brother's Steam account. I'm so sorry. I didn't download it before. Anyways, because I'm starting to feel comfortable just expressing myself and trying out ideas and just getting myself out there, and getting rid of that social anxiety that I have. And the reason is I've had bad experiences with other people, and as a leader, I need to be able to manage and work around all sorts of type of people, and not be so timid and reliant, or or weak-willed. Like, I'm strong individually, but it's difficult. It's different if you put me in a group setting. Like, my friends will know that I am very vocal, that I am very strict. My partner is the same. Like, he thinks that I'm so scary, and it is the case. It is the case, because um, I have standards. I have stuff that I want to work on, and if you're not enough, if you're not able to keep up with what I'm doing, then I'll try to motivate you and change you to be a better person. And that takes a little bit of leadership qualities, and that applies to my friends. And because of that mindset, I've lost a lot of friends, and I get I have a reputation in some circles that I may be really, really intense. And that's just who I am, because I have goals, I have passions, I have hobbies, and I don't disagree with them. You know, if let's say if you want to play games with me, and let's say I'm playing League, I prefer to play competitively. And if you're just trolling or not good enough, then I'm not going to enjoy my time with you. Sure, I can play more casually, but that's not going to give me the same level of fulfillment than playing, competitively. And I'm not very good, but I do my best. I try, and that doesn't mean that I hate playing with other people. It's just I don't prefer it. I prefer to win and try try hard, and whatever. So with that in mind, I am, and I've failed. As I mentioned before, I have a lot of people have come and go, and I have failed. Even nicest, most kind person in the world, I have failed to grow and motivate. And I'm not sure if I can do that with a group of people. What if they're worse than those kinds of like worse than my old friends? How am I supposed to manage their emotions? I have leadership qualities, but I'm just so scared of being a tyrant, since the way I approach friends is I try to help them in the most caring way possible. Well, not really. It doesn't come off that way. I used to be that way, where I try to help them to be the best version of themselves by supporting them. And that's good and all, but there are certain points where that doesn't work, and that's my default now. Because if taking care of you, like, um, oh, you can always try again next time, or we can just, learn how to do this or whatever and stuff like that. And you're still not learning, and I'm spending years to try and motivate you, and I'm seeing no change. Understandably, you'd feel disappointed, you'd feel hurt, you'd feel sad, and you'd feel like a failure because you're not helping them. And in some cases, you're actually enabling them, since you're a person that's helping them, but they're not really changing. So, what's the next step? You have to be a little bit more strict, um, because you need to, you know, let them get a grip on the situation, that it is hurting you and it is affecting your relationship with them. So let's apply this into like school. Like, let's say your friend, even if it's a real problem, like, they have family issues, they have struggling financially. You do their assignment because you know that they're stressed and they're your friends, so you should help them. But in reality, you're enabling their um laziness. You're enabling their negative attitudes. And if I try to address that, they get upset, and you know, it's just, and you get blamed for even more stress, and they don't do their assignments anymore. So what's the solution? I I leave. I I stop pursuing that relationship because it's harming me. I'm not good enough to help them, and they're not willing to change, and it just is a painful place to be in. It can be your friends, it can be your family, it can be your romantic partners. You know, it's difficult, and I have never ever met a single person in my life that is a person that takes accountability to their negative behavior. It always has to be me helping them. I have never met a single friend, even my partner right now. He's not perfect, and we're working through stuff. And I communicate with him. It's not I give up with him. No, that's not the case. But we are a work in progress, and everyone is. You are, I am, and I acknowledge that. And what makes me and my partner keep going is our commitment. But there's still things that we need to work on. You know. So if I apply it to work, if I, we're put in a position where I can't exactly quit, right? Well, I can quit, but it's gonna hurt me, financially. I can't quit, and if I can't help them, like in a friendly way or in an encouraging way, I need to be strict with them. Since it's actually worse. Since if you're just with a friend, it's just time that you're losing. But in a workplace, if people don't listen to you, there's deadlines to meet, clients to, to make sure they're happy, um, bosses that we need to make sure they're not upset with you as well. It's my responsibility now to make sure that everything is on the same track. But and to tell the truth, I'm not a follower either. I do see myself as a leader. I do see myself as someone that can motivate people. It's just I've never succeeded in anyone. It's always me. It's the same for my D&D group. They're still all a work in progress. And to tell the truth, if you watch our sessions regularly, it's not perfect. There are arguments sometimes. There are disagreements, and that's normal. I acknowledge it. I don't give up right away. But you get my point, that it's difficult to be in that position. That it's difficult to maintain the standard, be the symbol and role model for everyone else. And that is how it's going to look when I'm eventually promoted. And that's something that I haven't come to terms yet. And I'm working on it, but it's happening so soon. I was told earlier that they were gonna have a meeting about me tomorrow at work. And they're assessing me. And it's just so scary. But I should be happy that I'm, getting that opportunity, that they're recognizing my talents. it's not gonna happen like right away next week. No, no, no. It's going to be like I haven't. There are processes for that. I'm sure that's not gonna happen, but it is going to happen. You know, it is eventually going to reach there, and I'm just I'm not ready. I haven't. But talking about this like here in the recording in the comfort of my own home, I feel like that's a huge weight out of my chest. The fact that I'm just being honest about it and just getting it out of my chest just makes it easier, I guess. What's the solution? How do I get out of it? Well, how do I overcome this should be the word. I think I'm doing my best right now. I can't change my approach to my D&D group. They're you know they're doing their best as well. My partner's doing his best as well. And I can't force people to change. So as a leader, I need to figure out a way to improve myself, learn new techniques, be more open, and I think what I'm doing right now is working towards that goal. So I think I'm doing my best already. It's just a lot of frustration. No, not frustration. A lot of worries and doubts and anxiety, and it's scary, isn't it? I'm a fighter. I don't quit. I always do my best. Give my 200% in everything. I don't like wasting my time. I have standards, and I think my office sees that. They can see that I'm working hard, trying hard, making sure that everything goes smoothly. And I'm happy that they see it. But I also need to sort out my own issues, my social dilemmas. Since I do want to be a manager, I do like leadership positions. I think it fits me very well. Because I can be encouraging. I can be stern. I think I have a good sense for people. Um, you know, I think I'm fairly easy to be around with and work with. And I have basic knowledge of financial stuff. I'm okay on the technical side. I'm pretty organized, and I fit the job. But there's just one thing that's gnawing in my mind, and it's something that I haven't really overcome yet. But maybe this is it. Maybe this is the opportunity, right? Ooh, what was that? Maybe this is the opportunity to, test myself. And who knows? Maybe if I do eventually get promoted, then maybe the people that I work with are really, really encouraging and understanding people. But that's the best case scenario. I have to prepare for the worst. I don't want to take things for granted. I need to be ready. Since it's not just going to be me anymore. It's not some small D&D group with friends. This is the real world. This is a serious thing, and I need to consider that. And that's why I encourage all of you to hopefully absorb this, like learn from this, learn from me. Um, and do your best as well. And I'm doing this as a hobby, as a way to express myself, but it's also, giving me life lessons. It makes me explore stuff in my mind that helps, and hopefully you guys too, like an outlet. Sorry if this isn't very relaxing, but it is my diary. I guess I can't keep using that as an excuse, but it things just got real really quick, huh? And that's life. one day you're working fine, the next day you're so worried about your position. It can happen. So, anyways, it's Friday. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope that you're finishing up everything that you need to do so that you can set up yourself up for a nice and relaxing weekend where you can pursue your passions and not think about work or school studies too much. Um, I hope you guys are having a good time. Take a Friday off with friends, like go out and eat, maybe spend time with your family. I gave my mom a call yesterday while she's at school. That was nice. There's some chat about stuff, and you know, life is so quick. It feels like I'm in a race, but mm, it's just me racing it. You know. Um, Thank you so much. This is really helpful. I kind of feel like I don't want people to watch this, but whatever. It is my diary. Um, it is. I decided to put this all out there, so thank you so much. If you took the time to listen to all this, and if you're going through similar stuff, if you're feeling the same things about friends, about helping them, about being stuck in a situation that there aren't necessarily answers or not clear answers, you have to process them, you have to think rationally, but you know feel as well the situation. You'll eventually find yourself out of it. I i swear. All depends on where you look at it. I know that sucks. It's like saying, if you're depressed, and saying just stop being depressed, but there's always a way, there's always a solution to things, but you can't give up. I ain't no quitter. I'll figure out a way and, you know, get this feeling off of me. I've been dealing with this ever since high school, maybe younger. And it's so difficult to find the right people. And if you do meet the, you know, good enough people, you can always let them know that you're working on something. And if they want to join the ride, then let them join. If they think that it's not in their wheelhouse or not their interest or passions, then it's okay. You don't have to force things. You just gotta enjoy things and be happy with them. Be happy together. Be happy with what you have, and be thankful. And that's what I always say: be thankful. I'm happy that there's this opportunity looming over me, but nothing ever comes for free. You have to work for things. That's just how it is. So I hope you guys learned something today, and I'm so sorry if it's a bit ranty and venty. I did warn you guys. I'm so sorry. Yeah, thank you so much. You guys have a great rest of your day. Alright, bye bye.